OSU Extension has worked many years to side dress liquid manure into corn to provide side dress nitrogen and replace purchased fertilizer. This has been an opportunity for farmers to make better use of manure nutrients. One of the limitations to using liquid manure with corn has always been the height of the corn. When we do a system with a side dress, it limits us to about the V4 stage of corn production before we start to cause too much damage with the hose. This hard hose system that Cadman has developed puts the reel of hose on the end of the field, and then they're able to make the turns, as you can see, and travel down through the field and side dress the nutrients in pretty good shape. This hard hose system is called the silver version. It's a newer one that came out in the year 2020. It's a lot less expensive than the original system that came out. The hose is a little bit shorter than the original system, and most farmers are able to make it work quite well. This is a system that was originated a bit in the Mercer County part of Ohio. Came up with this, and you can see where they're able to go down through the cornfield in pretty good shape at this later stage. In this video, we've got tankers coming up to the field, and they're dumping into a frac tank. Then we have a transfer pump that powering the hose with the manure, and then it travels through that Cadman hard hose out to the applicator itself. This is a typical swine analysis that you can send in a sample, get it back. As we look at this, this is a sample that's 87.68% moisture, which means it's mostly water, and that's what most liquid manure is. As we go down a little bit further, we have a line that says total nitrogen. In this sample, we look at the pounds per gallon, or pounds per 1,000 gallon column, and this sample has 45.88 pounds in 1,000 gallons. That's total nitrogen. When you look at how that's broken down below, the first line that stands out is the ammonium nitrogen number. And of that original 45.88 pounds per 1,000 gallons, we have 39.85 of that is in the ammonium form, which means it's readily available for crop uptake. It's ready for crops to use. We look a little bit further down, the organic nitrogen portion is 6.03 pounds in 1,000 gallons. Now, organic nitrogen manure is basically something that's going to break down over a period of years. You get about a third of that the first year, so that would be 2 pounds of that 6. But we're really most interested in that ammonium nitrogen. It's readily available to be used. As you look down there a little further, the next item I'm looking at is phosphorus. That's P2O5. In this sample, we have 14.19 pounds of P2O5 in 1,000 gallons. And a bit further down, the K2O is 25.49 pounds in 1,000 gallons. So the P2O5 is probably worth somewhere around 45 to 50 cents a pound right now. K2O is probably worth about 32 cents a pound right now. And nitrogen is somewhere around 45 cents a pound. So when you look at that, that gives you an idea of the value of what a gallon of swine manure could be worth. And here's another manure example that we're pulling up, and we've put a dollar value of 47 cents in each of the pounds of ammonium nitrogen. We've got a value of 52 cents in the P2O number, and we've got a value of 32 cents in the K2O level. So in this sample, which isn't quite as rich as the other example we had in this video, in this one, when we add up the value of that, $16.90 for the ammonium nitrogen, $6.43 for the P2O5, and $9.56 for the K2O. And again, these are in 1,000 gallons. It ends up being about 3.3 cents a gallon. So when hog manure with these type of nutrients is available, the manure is actually worth more than 3 cents a gallon. So if you can get it to your field for perhaps a penny and a half, or a little more or a little less, you know that the nutrients there are there if you can take advantage of them. One of the keys that also makes this work well is how they turn on the ends. They've got a system worked out where the hose is pulled directly behind the Cadman as it's going away from the reel, but when they reach the far end, they can quickly make a turn extend the stinger out, and then they can withdraw the hose as they go back across the field. The way this stinger is connected to this toolbar is on the end, but there are 3 other places where water or where manure actually enters the toolbar itself for even distribution.